Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are well and safe at home. Today I will teach you the second chapter of geography of class 7, that is Inside the Planet Earth. In this chapter you will study about the four layers of the earth, rocks and minerals, different types of rocks, rock cycle, and after the chapter you will watch a short video on plate tectonics. So let's get started. Students, the earth consists of many layers like a peeled onion. If we start digging through the earth, we will find four layers before reaching the center: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. So let us see all these layers one by one. The crust. This is the uneven outer layer of the earth where we live. It is thinner than all the other layers and most solid. The crust is about 6 to 12 meter thick in the ocean floor where it is called oceanic crust. It is about 30 to 70 kilometer thick on land where we live and called the continental crust. The mineral rich continental crust is made up of rocks containing silica and alumina, because of which it is called shale. The oceanic crust has more magnesium in it and is hence called sima. We have now reached the layer beneath the crust called mantle. So let us see the next layer, that is mantle. It is thicker than crust, being almost 3000 km deep. It also consists of silicate rocks. The mantle is rich in magnesium and iron as well and makes up 80% of our Earth's mass. Now, let us see the next layer, that is core. Core is divided into two parts: outer core and inner core. Outer core. Once we have made our way through the mantle, we would reach the Earth's outer core. Watch out! It's super hot here with temperatures ranging between 4400 degrees Celsius to 5000 degrees Celsius. It is so hot that the metals that it is made of, iron and nickel, are in their liquid state. The outer core is what creates the Earth's magnetic field and is the reason why a compass on the surface of the Earth always points north. The magnetic field also acts as a protective barrier that shields the Earth from the sun's destructive solar winds. Inner core. We have made it to the Earth's inner core. It is also rich in iron and nickel, but the inner core is so deep that it's under tremendous pressure. The pressure, in fact, is so great that even though it is extremely hot at over 5000 degrees Celsius, it is solid. That is as hot as the surface of the sun. Now, let us see the another topic, that is rocks. What is a rock? A rock is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matter. It is categorized by the minerals included, its chemical composition, and the way in which it is formed. Rocks make up the Earth's crust. They can be very large, like Ayers Rock or Uluru in Australia. They can also be very tiny. The tiniest bits of rocks make up soil and sand. Rocks are made up of different minerals. Minerals have definite chemical compositions unlike rocks. They can be made from a single element or from a combination of elements. Common minerals include quartz, feldspar, bauxite, cobalt, talc, and pyrite. Gold, copper, and silver are also minerals. Scientists classify rocks by how they were made or formed. There are three major types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. So let us see these rocks one by one. Igneous rocks. These are rocks formed by volcanoes. When a volcano erupts, hot magma is thrust out through its vent. This is called lava. The lava eventually cools down and hardens. This kind of igneous rock is called extrusive igneous rock. Basalt is an example of this kind of rock. The Deccan Plateau is largely made of basalt. Sometimes magma cools before it emerges onto the surface of the earth, forming intrusive igneous rock like granite. Igneous rock often contains crystals and holes made by bubbles of gas. You know, students, igneous rocks are also called primary rocks because these rocks were the first to be formed on the land. All other rocks are derived from them because they form the basis of formation of other types of rocks. Now let us see the next rock, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed over millions of years when soil deposits or sediments compact together because of pressure and become hard. One way that these are formed is when bits of soil and rock that rivers and other water bodies carry sink to the bed, where very long period of time they harden due to high temperatures and pressure to form a solid rock. Such rocks have layers. Very often animals and plant remains get embedded in these layers. Shale, limestone and sandstone are examples of sedimentary rocks. The next type of rock is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rock is often made from the types of rock. They are generally found inside the Earth's crust where they are transformed by great heat and pressure. For example, shale, a sedimentary rock, can be changed or metamorphosed into a metamorphic rock, such as slate or gneiss. Likewise, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Anthracite, soapstone and schist are also metamorphic rocks. Such a rock often has distorted layers. You know, students, in ancient times, large pieces of rocks were moved without movers or cranes for construction. Some of them have withstood the test of time and are popular tourist attractions even today. Now let us see the next topic, that is rock cycle. The process of transformation of rocks from one form to another in a cyclic manner is known as rock cycle. It includes the following processes. Hot lava cools down to form igneous rocks. These igneous rocks are then broken down into small particles which are transported and then deposited. This results in the formation of sedimentary rocks. When these igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to great heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. These metamorphic rocks under heat and pressure break down and form hot lava. This hot magma then again cools down and forms igneous rocks. This rock cycle occurs because of the weather and other natural forces react with minerals above and below the Earth's surface. The cycle never stops and it ensures that the planet never runs out of rocks. So this was all about the chapter Inside the Planet Earth. I hope you all would have understood the chapter. Students, here is a small video related to plate tectonics. So just have a look on this video. Thank you.